Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how you can create these type of crazy video ad creatives using n8n and VO3 Fast, which is Google's latest AI model, or it's also the VO3 Fast small cousin, and it's much cheaper, and it includes audio as well, right? And this is fully beginner ready and beginner friendly, and I will be providing the JSON template for this entire workflow for 100% free. You guys already know that. That's pretty much something I do with all of my videos, all right? But before we dive into the workflow, let me play you the video so you kind of see what kind of results you can get with this workflow right here. So let me play it from the beginning. So it's basically a Red Bull inspired energy drink ad. So we have pretty much the frames are changing every second and a half, pretty much standard in creative advertising. Nice colors, good transitions, even some texts that are nicely designed. So all of this was done basically by me just asking, create a video ad for energy drink called Crazy Bull, and it basically did the rest. Obviously, there's some prompting, and I'll show you exactly where you can adjust those and how you can basically modify the prompts if you want to get different results, right? While still keeping the same flow. And as a beginner, specifically for beginners, actually, I've included a sticky note sort of summary of instructions, just kind of explaining what it does, how it works, and the basics that you need, right? So you need n8n. Obviously, there's going to be a partner link if you want to support the channel. Go ahead and create an account through the partner link for n8n. Then you will need OpenAI APIs. Guys, if you're curious how to do those and how to set those up, check out my YouTube channel because I have video tutorials on how to create your OpenAI APIs, how to connect it to n8n, and pretty much everything you need to have and know. Then you need something called Wavespeed AI. So just go to wavespeed.ai, create an account. You will need to put some money because APIs are not free, guys. You guys already know that, I'm sure. And then you will be able to generate the VO3 Fast or any other AI model. So what's cool about Wavespeed AI, it has every single AI model out there kind of put into one platform. So you don't have to go to Google, you don't have to go to, for example, Cdance or any other AI platforms and pull the API keys from there. And setup is much more complicated, but with the Wavespeed, they basically make it super easy, right? So everything is good to go. So the only thing you will really need to do once you create an account and generate your Wavespeed AI API token, right? So you will just need to open one of these nodes right here. So for example, here, VO3 video generator, just click on it twice. And here where it says header off, click on it, the drop-down menu, create new credential. Here you're gonna basically enter, I believe, authorization, and then you're gonna have your API key, but it has to be prefixed using word barrier, right? So if I go to the Wavespeed and if I go to the API setup, so I need to go to VO3 Fast. Let me just open that up. Okay, and then you need to go to API. And here it basically shows you the structure, right? So you will have the word authorization. So that's gonna go right here. And then once you generate your API key, you need to have the word barrier before it, right? So for example, it's gonna be like barrier, and then you're gonna do basically your API key after the word barrier. Okay, so super important. But again, if you create an account with Wavespeed AI, just go to VO3 Fast, go to the API, and this is the structure for the API token right here. Okay, but again, if you want more in-depth instructions, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel, so go check it out, and you'll see exactly how it's done. All right. But for now, let me just close everything because we don't need that. No, I didn't change my password. So let's move on with the n8n workflow here. So the way it works is very simple. We have the chat message here, so you can basically describe what kind of ad you want to make. Just keep in mind that this is not a conversational AI agent, meaning that don't send stuff like "Hey" or "What's up," because as you guys can see, it's just basically a message model. You can message the model directly, and it's going to do something immediately. So it's not like a agent that will answer you back if there's something missing, right? Or it's gonna answer you like, hey, what's up? What do you want to do? Right? That's the same thing. So to save you some tokens and so you don't waste time and money, make sure that in the chat input right here, you are explaining exactly what kind of ad you want to make, because it's going to go directly to the AI model. It's going to start doing its thing. Okay, so be careful with that. Kind of a gotcha moment there. So we have the chat node, okay, or trigger node. Everything in n8n requires a trigger to trigger the workflow. Then we have the AI model. Okay, we are using resource as a text because it's accepting a text. And then we have a system prompt. Okay, this is kind of the I guess the foundational block in terms of what defines the how ad will be made. So everything is done for you guys. I made sure to kind of apply the best practices for advertising, because me myself, I'm coming from a marketing background almost 6 years now. So all the best practices and essentially structure is included in this prompt already. So if you download the just template, you can go through it and kind of see how it goes. You can adjust it. So basically here I'm saying that the role is creative ad video prompt generated for viral scroll stopping ads. If you want to have different format or style, you can go with TikTok or Instagram, whatever is the case, right? The only side note I would say it is that the Wavespeed's AI API for VO3 only accepts 16:9 aspect ratio, meaning like the full big screen. It doesn't accept any squares or 9:16 real format videos. Okay, so it's always going to be a big 16:9 format that's going to be as a final result, right? So if you want to get 9:16 or square, you would need to use something like File API. Okay, so File has also VO3 Fast API. So if we go here, VO3 Fast, so File actually offers different formats. So we have square and 9:16. Actually, I really hope that Wavespeed updates their API and also adds these formats, because it's kind of stupid that they only have 16:9. But yeah, I have a bunch of videos also on File API, video generations and how to use File API. So if you guys want to see that, definitely check out my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of videos on File API as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to have the format, you'll need to switch the API key until Wavespeed AI decides to add more formats and aspect ratios to their API as well, right? So that's for that. Basically, we are using a post HTTP request, because we're posting a request to the Wavespeed API with the data. So basics of the API and API request. To send the data to API, we're using post, and to get it back, we're going to be using get. You're going to see that just in a second. Then we're waiting for 30 seconds. And because when we're setting the data to be generated, for example, we're setting the prompt to generate the video, it's going to take possibly more than 30 seconds, right? So we're waiting 30 seconds. And if the video is not yet generated, or if the status is equal to processing, okay, then it's going to go on a loop and wait another 30 seconds, and then another 30 seconds until the video status is something else but not processing. Okay, here we're checking the status, and basically once you call this API endpoint, it's going to tell you, is it processing, is it completed, or is something else, right? So we're looking for basically, if it's processing, then go on the loop for the wait. If not, pass it to the next node, which will be, it's going to check if the video is ready again. If it is, then it's going to pass it to the caption agent. The caption agent basically just creates captions that will be logged on this spreadsheet, right? So if you want to, for example, bring the video to social media or YouTube and actually post it, so you're going to have actually a caption for that video. All right. So pretty much kind of a mini in-house video ad production system in one place, right? So that's what it is. But again, it's the same GPT-5 based message model, just instead of focusing on the entire prompt, focusing on the captions, right? And then we are using the edit fields or set node. Okay, I forgot the name for it, but it's a set node. And basically what it does, it sets or defines fields that we want to send to the next node, right? And the reason why I'm doing this is because when I open my spreadsheet, there are specific inputs or expressions I'm looking for, so I can log the info on the spreadsheet, right? So there's a caption, video prompt, and a couple more. So to have those, ready to go, and for me to be able to use it as a variable right here, I need to first prepare that data or set that data in the set node. So that's basically what it does. It sets the data or kind of prepares the data for the next node, because here this is the video prompt, this is the caption, this is the download URL and stuff like that. So essentially exactly the same thing that you're seeing here that's going to be logged to the spreadsheet. Okay, so that's how it works. Now let me give you a live demo run on this thing, right? So let me create a prompt for some video. So let's try something. So with the energy drink, and by the way, I made another one. I made this other ad for car insurance company, which also was pretty cool. So it has like an app and everything, so it's pretty awesome. So I'm thinking, what else? So we covered health insurance or car insurance, or energy drink. What else could be cool? Let's do something random. I'm just curious if it can kind of respond to that. Create an ad to promote uh, job shipping app. Okay, and job shipping basically is a model in e-commerce where you can sell e-commerce products without holding inventory. So it's very random. I'm curious if it can handle and what kind of creative team it's going to define for something like that, right? So it's very unique. There's not a lot of ads for job shipping because it's kind of a niche in the job shipping world. People don't really create crazy ads there. So super curious. So create an ad to promote job shipping ad for drop shippers. Okay. Let's shoot and see what we get. I'm actually really curious about this one. Okay, because Red Bull already exists, so it's kind of easy to pull the data. Insurance, there's a lot of ads on insurance. So this is more creative, more unique, I would say. Really curious about the output and how it's going to end up looking. All right, so here it went through. If we just kind of, while it's doing its thing, it's going to take maybe like 1 minute or 2 minutes. So if I open the HTTP node, so here we can see like, it's really cool to, especially as a beginner, to kind of see how the HTTP outputs and requests are structured. So we have the ID and here's the model. So you can literally see everything that's happening behind the scenes, right? If you kind of look closely. And here is the result URL to get the status. So it is processing, is completed, right? And status created, right? And if I go to, okay, right here. So all the videos I've created. So you can see it's right now the status is processing. It's basically pulling a status real time through the n8n and Wavespeed API. So it's pretty awesome to kind of see that in live action, right? So here it's going, actually it already did. So if I refresh where is it? If I refresh this one, it should be completed. Yeah, there it is, completed. I'm not gonna show you guys the video yet, okay? Because I wanted to get logged in here. So now we're creating a caption, and then we're gonna prepare the spreadsheet data, and then we're gonna log everything into the spreadsheet, okay? So we should be ready any minute, guys. Super excited to see the final result here. All right, guys, and that's a success. Let me just check if the spreadsheet is good. So spreadsheet is good, guys. Status completed, the dates, video prompt. Okay, it's also cool. You kind of get the prompt that the AI model created for you. Just it's like really out of curiosity to see how it was built, right? So you can maybe recycle for other AI models if you want to just copy paste literally. And the caption. So if you want to post, you even have the caption. Okay, so you have everything. So cool. The only thing I'm seeing, I'm missing a download URL. I think probably because I forgot to include it. So if I open here, yeah, so we have a problem with the download URL, guys. Okay, let me see what's up. Okay, so mistake was actually simple. I had output instead of outputs. So the way I fix it, guys, is just so you can learn as a beginner as well. So if I go here to the ChatGPT node or the AI model node, here is we have the JSON data and then outputs. Okay, and here is the URL that is living. Right, so this is the one we wanted. So the mistake was really a syntax. I had to just go from output to outputs, and now here is the URL right here. Okay, so the download URL is good. Let me save the flow, and let me guys add the same for you, okay? Because I don't have the actual download URL added here. Okay, I have video prompt and everything. So just so I don't make any typos, I'll copy paste the exact string. I'll bring it here. Okay, so now it should be good, guys. Okay, And what else I need to do? I think I need to refresh the spreadsheet here, but it should be the same. Here it is. If you guys change something in spreadsheet, you're gonna have the notification saying that the columns are updated, but it should be the same. So if I refresh, okay, so to do that, I'm just gonna do something like, I need to change actually the expression. I'll do double curlies, JSON, then we're gonna do that, download URL. Here it is, cool. Now it's null because it wasn't really pulled from the previous one. That's normal. So, but once you guys rerun, you shouldn't have this error. So now you're gonna have everything properly set up. I fixed that for you guys, and also you kind of saw how to troubleshoot and how to fix n8n workflow, which is kind of useful as a beginner, guys. Cool. So now let's go actually see the video ourselves. I don't know if let me try to execute this node, but I'm afraid what's going to happen is going to trigger the entire workflow. It might. Let's see if it doesn't. If not, we're just going to pull it from the Wavespeed manually this time. All right, so actually I executed basically the prepare a spreadsheet data node one more time. So it pulls the data from there one more time with the new outputs, my bad. So now if I execute this, we should get the download URL. Will we? Yeah, nice, we got it. So it's duplicate, but anyways, at least we got the URL. So here it is. Let me grab this one. Let's bring it here and it's good to go. Nice. That's pretty cool. So guys, obviously there's some, glitches, but this is pretty good, guys. Like you have entire idea for an ad and you can make it better. You can optimize it, you can even create workflows where you can share the image. So a lot of things, guys. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think. If you were able to download the JSON template and what you think about it. If you got any errors, guys, don't worry. Just let me know down in the comments what's error, and I'm gonna help you out. Don't worry about it. But yeah, you guys already know. As always, like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, because always there's a free JSON template, and I'm here to help you guys. But if that's about it, guys, I'm gonna see you next time. Happy building.